All right, guys, so this would be, I guess, bigger news. There's two news stories here that came out of this Variety article. There's been a lot of movie news this week, but anyways, coming out of this Variety article here, there's two pieces of news. The big one is the headline, but honestly, the headline is what we already knew, thanks to Denzel Washington, and that is that Black Panther 3 is a full go. The other piece of news is interesting to me. It's the fact that Nate Moore, who is one of the biggest producers in Marvel, is stepping away after 14 years. He was there in the early days of Iron Man. I think that's, I don't know, it's interesting. We'll see how that affects the company. We'll see if that reflects anything going on. Now, to be fair, because I think that this is an interesting pattern that we'll talk about, where now first Victoria Alonso left, and that was a whole separate situation that went on there, and now Nate Moore is leaving. So we'll see if this, this means anything, if we can read into it at all. I don't think so, honestly. It might just be time. You work at any company for 14 years, even if it's Marvel Studios, and it's, people might just want to be moving on. But let's first talk about the headline here. So the Variety article comes out here, and the title of this Variety article is producer Nate Moore leaving Marvel Studios after 14 years will still work on Black Panther 3. So obviously everyone gravitates towards the second part of that headline, which is we'll still work on Black Panther 3. And this is a little different than Denzel Washington because, Denzel is Denzel, and we want to take his word as, truth, but maybe he had just, for those of you who don't remember, a couple weeks ago, Denzel Washington was like, yeah, I'm going to retire, but I'm going to do a bunch of projects before I retire. One of them being Black Panther 3 with Ryan Coogler, who's writing a part for me. And, it's pretty much confirmation that Black Panther 3 is in the works, but it could also have been just something like, oh, well, Denzel told me once that he'd eventually write a part for me in a third Black Panther movie, and that was never, confirmation of anything. But this is official confirmation. This is actually about as official can be, because this is coming directly from Kevin Feige himself. So Kevin Feige and Louis D'Esposito, one of the, really high up executive producers. In fact, I think, they say here in the article, co-president Louis D'Esposito here, both put out a statement, and they said this: Nate is a fantastic executive and colleague, as well as a wonderful friend to all of us here at Marvel Studios. He has been a core member of the team since 2010, and his influence will continue to reverberate in our storytelling. Although we'll miss him a great deal, we look forward to watching what he does next. And here's the key part: while also having the good fortune of working with him in a new way on our next Black Panther movie. And then Nate Moore himself puts out a statement here, and he says, he's talking about how lucky he was to be at Marvel, and then he says at the very end of the statement, but I couldn't be more excited to apply my experience and passion for film towards theatrical movies in all genres, including returning to the world of Wakanda for Black Panther 3. So these are official confirmations. And Nate Moore has been, again, with Marvel for a long time, since 2010, almost since the very, very beginning. And so I think it's noteworthy to see a departure like this. Whether or not this affects the MCU in a significant way, quality-wise, is not something we're going to know for a long time, because the kinds of projects that he was producing will probably not even be out for quite a while here. So it says he's going to be staying on until March, until the end of when Captain America Brave New World comes out, and then he will be departing and working on independent producing, it looks like. So anyways, I think it's interesting, but also, again, Black Panther 3 officially in the works here. I think this is the first official confirmation of anything. I know we all are speculating about Doctor Strange 3 and Shang-Chi 2. Please, Shang-Chi 2. Please make Shang-Chi 2. But this is coming from Kevin Feige himself. So it looks like after Secret Wars, Black Panther 3 will be one of the first films that they will be making, which I think is exciting. I personally love Wakanda Forever. I adore the first Black Panther, and I can't wait to see what they do here, especially with the brewing war between Talokan and Wakanda and the rest of the world, with Vibranium and Adamantium's coming in Brave New World. So a lot of interesting stuff to go around there. And then, hopefully we get our Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange 3, as well as obviously some other projects from newer characters, Armor Wars somewhere eventually, Blade somewhere eventually. So, but they have a lot of projects to work on, for sure, in the post-Secret Wars era of the MCU. But guys, let me know what you think about this news. Is it exciting to you that Black Panther 3 is officially confirmed by Kevin Feige? And also, what do you think about the news that Nate Moore has left Marvel, or is going to leave Marvel? Do you think this is going to be a big deal, a big blow, or do you think that, things will be fine? And obviously Nate Moore did a great job, but it's, they'll find another talented producer as well. Let me know in the comments down below.